Cognizant to the needs of our learners, parents, and teachers, the Department of Education provided us with powerful tools for productivity that will allow us to foster critical thinking skills, problem-solving skills, communication and collaboration skills to be compassionate, responsible global citizens. Join us and discover new ideas in our series of professional development training program with the ICTS EdTech Unit and Microsoft Education Philippines. Together, we will equip our learners and empower our fellow educators for a dynamic future. Para sa bata, para sa bayan, at para sa guro. Sulong Edukalidad. Mabuhay! Good day to all! I am your tutor Madge. Welcome to ETUlay, a free online tutorial, an initiative of the Department of Education, Information and Communications Technology Service, Educational Technology Unit, ICTS EdTech. This program is aimed at helping and assisting learners from kindergarten, senior high school, ALS, Alive, and SPED learners. Aside from answering the modules, the ETUlay is offering programs which you will surely look forward to. Together with our parents and teachers, the ETUlay will bridge the gaps where difficulty and ease meet in learning new knowledge and skills. So, let us prepare our module, pen and paper. Ready your mind to see and hear worthwhile and interesting lessons. Let us now study and learn, together with our volunteer online tutors. Tara na!
Ayan, isang mapagpalayang hapon sa inyong lahat, mga teachers, students, fellow parents, lahat, magandang hapon sa inyong lahat. Hello, Tutor Jen who's watching right now. I hope you're okay and fine. Ayan, so simulan na natin ang ating masayang talakayan sa ETUlay Online Tutorial Program, hatid sa inyo ng DepEd. Okay, so in behalf of Tutor Jen, my name is Tutor Rogar from SDO Davao City of Francisco Bangoy National High School, Region 11. Ayan, so, tag your friends, tag your fellow classmates. Every Monday po tayo, 1 p.m. to 1:40 p.m. Ayan, so let's have our checking of attendance. So, to check your attendance, please comment the following. So we have your full name, of course, your section, your school, kung saan kayo nanggaling, kung saan kayo nag-aral, and the name of your science teacher. And of course, don't forget to share our live session right now. We have our social media, and also, of course, you have your class group chat and your FB group. So don't forget to share now and tag your friends and your classmates. Yes. And then, of course, do not forget to get your module and also your pen with paper, of course, because we will going to discuss very meaningful and also fruitful discussions regarding our topic for this afternoon. Ayan, hello sa ating mga estudyante, most especially our consistent students from different schools all over the country. Ayan, kamusta kayong lahat? Blasi, Miguel, Xavier, Joanel, Alriza, and a lot more. Ayan, sila yung ating mga masugid na mga taga-subaybay sa ating ETUlay Grade 7. Ayan, so welcome to our Quarter 3 and guruin nyo, it's week 7 right now. And this would be our second to the last topic for this quarter. And for the next will be the Quarter 4, so ready na kayo? Our topic for this afternoon is all about heat transfer. Wow, so mapapaheat ka talaga. Ayan, so mainit at mabagabagang topic po tayo ngayon. Sige, pero let's be careful lang sa mga mainit. Kailangan tayo magpayong at kahit ano pa para hindi tayo mapasok. So don't worry, walang pasuan dito. Okay. So our module is from our SDO Davao City, and our writer is Miss Jan P. Coronacion, and also my colleague in F. Bangoy National High School. So Jan P. Coronacion is watching right now. Hello, hello, Teacher Jan. And her topic is all about heat transfer. Ayan. So before we proceed to our topic, let's give due recognition to our one and only mahusay Chuti of the week. Ayan, for quarter 3, week 7, we have only one Chuti of the week name. Her name is Kisha Andy Regala. Hello, Kisha. I know you're watching right now. She's from grade 7 Del Pilar. Her school is from Pampanga High School, Division of San Fernando, Central Luzon. Ayan, from Central Luzon. Hello, hello sa lahat ng mga teachers from Pampanga High School. Most especially sa kanyang grade 7 teacher na si Ma'am Crisia Louise Q. Garcia. Oh, kaapelyedo ko pa. Hello, hello po, ma'am. And also with her loving parents, Mrs. Marivic D. Regala and Mr. Jeffrey M. Manuntag. Hello sa inyo. Congratulations. Ayan. And of course, we will not forget our consistent students, our tuties who always been watching with us from the very beginning up to today. Okay, so bilisan lang natin. Rianet Soriano, Samantha Blasi, Alisa Zaiden Gaza, Kirubin, Renz Guyver Cayanta, Marvin Capulong, Carlo Miguel Malonzo, Joanel Celebrar, Asha F. Patayon, Kauri Jovita, Richmond Magusib, Jose Espiritu, Xavier Rafael, J.M. Ladignon, Arky Kabuhat, Joseph Edsel Riego, and also don't forget, also hindi ko lang nasali, si Ogtip. Ayan. Hello Ogtip from Section Begonia as well. And the schools, Alicia Vocational School, Alicia East District, Bagnos Integrated School of Isabela, Baruya High School, Bekuran High School, Dasmariñas Integrated High School, F. Bangoy National High School, Godofredo Reyes Senior National High School, Imelda Integrated Secondary School, Ingod Ramuna Integrated School of Isabela, Liano High School Caloocan, Luis P. Gomez de Mantina National High School of Isabela, Macabebe High School Pampanga, Novaliches High School Quezon City, Pampanga High School, Partida National High School. We have also Polong Buhangi National High School of Bulacan, Santa Cruz National High School of Binacod Campus, and Santa Lucia National High School of Bulacan. Ayan, para akong nagra-rap-rap. Hello, hello at congratulations po sa lahat ng mga consistent schools na patuloy na sumusuporta sa atin, hindi lamang sa science, pati sa ibang subjects and special programs ng ETUlay. Ayan. So now let's have our most essential learning competencies, and we have only one most essential learning competency today is to infer the conditions necessary for heat transfer to occur. Ayan, so medyo labanan tayo ng heat transfer ngayon. Okay? Padayon? Let's continue. Okay, our objectives for today, we have 3 objectives. Yan. Number 1 is to describe heat. Number 2 is to identify the different methods of heat transfer. And number 3, infer the conditions necessary for heat transfer to happen. Okay, so these 3 objectives shall be met, okay, after the discussion. And once again, I would like to encourage and invite all the students, grade 7 learners, to listen to us, to watch us, DepEd ETUlay, kasi marami tayong matututunan dito. Ayan, so paki-open na ng inyong module, tsaka at inyong papel, kwaderno, at kahit ano pang mga papel pa dyan, at tsaka mga ballpens, at tsaka lapis. Ayan, so shout out ko nga pala, our laboratory in charge. Hello, hello, Ma'am Kay Orosio, who's with me as well. Thank you for letting me utilize the laboratory. Okay, so let's proceed. Ayan, so ang mahiwagang tanong before we proceed to our pre-test. Ayan, so are you ready? Yan, so kamusta? Sana lahat ay ready na sa ating talakayan at bakbakan. Bakbakan talaga, no? Okay, so hello sa lahat. Good afternoon. Keep on commenting. Keep on commenting your name, your section. Ayan, good afternoon. Noah Coca from Section Begonia. Ayan, from our student from F. Bangoy National High School. I think they're all ready. So, handa na tayong matuto. Okay, let's have number 1 question. Please prepare your paper and your pen. Okay, for number 1, a lifeguard feels hot on a bright sunny day at the beach. Which of the following methods of heat transfer is being described? A. Conduction. B. Convection. C. Radiation. Or letter D. Insulation. Ayan. So, mainit, no? Lakas ng datingan ng pag-summer. Tapos, ayun. So, ano nga ba ang heat transfer na nangyayari? Is it A. Conduction. B. Convection. C. Radiation. Or letter D. Insulation. Okay, so we have their answers. Kerubin answered C. RKC. Eliza C. The rest answered C. So the correct answer is letter C, radiation. Congratulations. Parang radiation, congratulations, Ryan. Number 2, which of the following refers to the heat transfer in liquid and gases? Ayan. Which of the following refers to the heat transfer in liquid and gases? A, we have conduction. B, convection. C, radiation. Or letter D, insulation. Ayan. So what's your answer for number 2? Okay. Kerubin answered first, letter B. And also Jonaline, hindi ko makita, Jonaline Viernes, B. The rest answered letter B. The correct answer is letter B. Wow! Parang hindi na kailangan magturo kasi nandyan na. Okay. Parang parang may sagot na ata sa number 3. So bonus na lang. Sorry, hindi ko nalagyan ng animation. Which of the following situations does not describe the transfer of heat through conduction? Ayan. A, chocolate melts on the hand. B, a pot is heated on the stove. C, snow melts under the sun. And letter D, cup feels warm when touched. Of course, obviously, letter C, snow melts under the sun. Okay, so may sagot na rin. Okay, let's go to number 4. What type of energy moves from a hotter to a cooler object? A, heat. B, potential. C, wind. Or letter D, water. Ayan. So, the correct answer for number 4, obviously, it's letter A, heat. Yes, tama, Alriza, sa number 3, bonus. Okay? And also for number 5, which of the following objects is not a good conductor of heat? A, silver spoon. B, gold necklace. C, copper wire. Or letter D, is rubber. Parang may sagot na rin sa number 5. The correct answer, which is not a good conductor. Obviously, it's letter D, rubber. Ayan, congratulations everyone. Kindly count your correct answers. And then, don't worry if you got low scores kasi it's a pre-test pa naman. So, bawi tayo after my discussion. Okay, so I want you to do this activity. Yan. Let's have just, small activity lang. Try to rub both of your hands together. Try to feel the heat from your hands. Okay, so let's have rubbing for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then try to feel it. Then put your palm in your face. So, ano ang nafe-feel nyo? Again? Ayan. So, ano ang nafe-feel? Okay, can you comment anong feeling while rubbing your hands and then putting your palm into your face. So what are your feelings? You can chat in our chat box, okay? So Kerubin answered the warm po. Kisha answered same, warm. Then sabi ni Renz, Guyver Calyanta, umiinit po. Ayan, so mainit siya. Habang tumatagal, sabi ni Kerubin, habang tumatagal po yung pag-grab both hands, ay umiinit naman po. Ayan. At sabi naman ni Richmond Magusib, nafe-feel ko po umiinit po yung kamay ko. Wow, that's really good. So at least may feelings tayo, hindi tayo manhid. Char. Okay? So, very good. So, umiinit po siya. Anong tawag nun? Anong tawag sa anong yun? So, that is what we call the heat. Okay? So, if we say heat, that is a flow of thermal energy. Okay? So, the energy that transfer from a body with a higher temperature to a body with a lower temperature. So habang nagra-rub kayo, so nagpuproduce na kayo ng heat. Okay? And then there is a flow of thermal energy going to your nilagay nyo sa mukha nyo. So therefore, from a hot temperature, from a higher temperature to lower temperature, which is your face. So look at the diagram. This is the fire. Okay? That's the fire. And then, ito naman yung casserole. Okay? Yan. Ideally, this casserole will be put to the fire. Ilalagay dito sa fire para magluto. So, there is what we call a thermal flow. Ayan. Sige. What is thermal flow? What is thermal energy? Okay, thermal energy refers to an energy that possessed by an object or system due to the movement of particles within the object or the system. When thermal energy is transformed, heat is produced. So, babalikan natin yung first activity natin. Nung nag-grab na tayo, okay, the thermal energy is transformed and it produces heat. Yun yung nafe-feel nyo na mainit. Okay? So, now, let's go back to the particles. Ano yung mga particles na sinasabi ko? The movement of particles. What are those particles ba? Okay, going back, okay, always remember, going back, the solid, liquid, and gas particles. So these atoms and molecules are always in motion and they have kinetic energy. So nakikita ninyo sa diagrams, in solid, when it is heated, diba, si solid pa rin siya. The molecules or the particles are not so moving. While the liquid, when it is heated, they are moving. Same with gas. When it is heated, gas will most likely moving. Okay? So therefore, okay, there is a kinetic energy involved in the motion of the particles. Now, for better understanding of heat, look at this diagram. Okay, heat is possible or heat transfer is possible because of the hot substance going to cold substance. And that is what we call the natural flow from high temperature to lower temperature. Okay? So, that is what we call heat. Okay. Now, there is also a variable which is called temperature. Okay? You can never tell if the substance is heat or cold if there's no such thing as temperature, right? So let's define first, or let's define temperature. Okay, temperature refers to the relative hotness or coldness of an object. Again, it refers to the relative hotness or coldness of an object. Okay, so if the temperature is high, it is hot. And if the temperature is low, it is cold. It measures of the average energy of the motions of the molecules in the substance. Okay, the higher the temperature, what will be the kinetic movement of the molecules? Okay, so the kinetic movement of molecules will be what? It is fast moving. Okay, if the object is cold, the kinetic energy or the kinetic um, movement of the molecules is stagnant or static. It can be measured using a thermometer. Okay, so are you familiar with thermometer? Napaka useful ng thermometer, most especially pag tayo nagkakasakit. We could able to know our body temperature if mainit ba tayo or normal. Kasi pag mainit, there's something wrong with us. Maybe we're sick, and then pag normal naman, edi mas mabuti. And it is measured by degree Celsius. Actually, marami pa naman, pero let's focus na lang muna sa degree Celsius. Okay? Sabi ni Renz Guyver, pag may lagnat, yes, pag may lagnat, mataas ang temperatura. Okay. Continue. Now, let's talk about that is heat. And now, let's talk about heat transfer. Okay. So, let me read. Heat flows from an object with higher temperature to an object with lower temperature. As long as there is difference in temperature, there is heat transfer. Okay? So meaning, sir, kung hot temperature, going to hot temperature, there is no heat transfer happening. Kasi pareho lang sila na mainit. Same temperature, same degree Celsius, transfer to another object which has the same temperature, there's no heat transfer happening. Okay. Likewise, if it is cold to cold, there's no cold transfer or heat transfer. Now, the fast-moving molecules will collide with the slow-moving molecules, okay? Which means that the fast-moving molecules gives off the energy to the slower ones. There is release and absorption of heat until both objects will achieve same temperature. Okay? So that is heat transfer. So always remember that heat transfer happens when there is a transfer from high temperature to cold temperature. Same as what we did a while ago, the rubbing of our hands going to our face. So nafe-feel mo na may mainit or you feel warm because of that. Okay. Yan. There are 3 ways of heat transfer. Yan. Okay? We have the conduction, convection, and radiation. So we will explain each of this. Number 1, let's talk about the conduction. Conduction is the transfer of heat energy for objects that are in contact. Okay? So that is the diagram. Yan. So mainit at nakakapasong handle, like for example, pag ikaw ay nagluluto ng bigas, 'di ba? 'Di ba may handle nun? Tapos mainit yung kanyang casserole. Okay. So that is a conduction, that transfer of heat energy from objects that are in contact because you contact it. Pag sinasabi namang convection, it is the transfer of heat energy in gases and in liquid. Yan. While in radiation, it's the transfer of energy does not need particles or medium to conduct heat. Okay? So, let's begin with the conduction. Okay. In conduction, heat transfer through conduction happens when an object or substance is heated, which means there will be increase in temperature. The particles will gain more energy then passes to the object with the lower temperature. So as you can see from this diagram, 'di ba? From the heat of the Chilean, okay, this one, kalan, yes, and then going to the casserole. Ayan, baka nagpapainit siya ng tubig. Ayan, so this heat transfer is called conduction. Next, we have the two kinds of conductions. We have the conductors and insulators. Conductors are objects that conduct or allow heat to flow. So these are the examples. We have this metal, this iron, nagkakandak siya ng heat. Okay? So therefore, we have to be careful in using this one kasi most probably, magfo-flow talaga ang init pag gagamitin natin ito. Kaya that's why we need to use basahan or ang tawag nun yung tela in order for us to handle properly or properly properly handle this one, the casserole or yung mga pangluto. Pag sinasabi naman nating insulators, those are materials that are poor conductors of heat, such as kahoy, rubber, and also clothes or cloth. Okay, so these are insulators and these are the conductors. Next is convection. Ayan, so may pa-video effect. Okay, in convection is the transfer of heat energy in gases and liquids. Okay, this happens for gases and liquids. It happens due to the movement of the molecules of a liquid or a gas. When these molecules are heated, ayan, they move upward from hotter area to cooler area. So, 'di ba, if you are boiling water, 'di ba, when these water molecules will be heated, they move upward, okay, through the gas from hotter area to the cooler area. And that is what we call convection. And ano naman tong radiation? Radiation is the transfer of energy does not need particles or medium to conduct heat. Compare it to conduction and convection, it needs a medium and instrument in order to flow the energy or to have heat flow or heat transfer. So no physical contact is required as compared to conduction and convection. So as you can see in the picture, so coming from the sun, and that's what we call the radiation. The heat from the sun goes to the earth, okay, and that is what we call thermal radiation. And also coming from the heat of, ang tawag nito, yung parang campfire, okay, and also that is what we call radiation. Okay, again, radiation does not need particles or medium to conduct heat. Mafe-feel nyo lang talaga yan. Okay, so that is radiation. Okay, so now let's have our activity. Okay, sige. Directions. Determine the type of heat transfer. It could be conduction, convection, or radiation described in the following situations below. Okay. Number 1, a melting ice cream on a hot sunny day. What is that? Nagme-melt na yung ice cream. Ang sarap kumain ng ice cream, lalo-lalo na pag summer at lalo na mainit, di ba? Kasi you feel cool. Okay, from the heat of the sun, and then gusto mong magkaroon ng coolness sa katawan, kakain ka ng ice cream. And then, what type of heat transfer is that? A melting ice cream on a hot, sunny day. Okay, Richmond Magusib answered radiation. Xavier of F. Bangoy answered radiation. Kisha also from Pampanga High School answered radiation. Kauri from F. Bangoy answered radiation. Kerubin answered radiation. Aryan Usi, radiation. Okay, the correct answer for number 1, is it radiation? Let's check. Of course, it's a radiation. Natutunaw lang siya basta-basta because of the heat coming from the sun without any medium at all, without the instrument. Okay? So, gets nyo na? Sige. For more understanding, let's begin with number 2. For number 2, a hot air balloon rising. Ayan. So, how I wish I could able to ride in a hot air balloon kasi pa-feeling ko ang saya-saya, 'di ba? So ano kaya ang type of heat transfer ang nangyayari sa hot air balloon which is rising? Okay. Hello Adrian Pasahe also from F. Bangoy. Ang daming F. Bangoy ngayon. In fairness. Mabawi kayo sa akin ha. Okay. For number 2, what's your answer? Hello everyone. For number 2, a hot air balloon rising is it's convection. So always remember when it involves gases and liquids, that is convection. A type of heat transfer is convection. Ayan. So, correct. Kisha Andy Regala of Pampanga High School. Samantha Blasi of Liana, tama ba? Liano, National High School. Kerubin of Novaliches National High School. Pag na-memorize ko na ang mga paaralan. Okay. Alriza Zaidain, which is classmate ni Blasi. Tama ba? Classmates ba kayo? Okay, so the correct answer is convection. Very good. Hello. Okay. Keep sharing, guys. Keep commenting. Maraming salamat sa inyong lahat. Hello, Dominic Visagas from F. Bangoy. Ayan. So, question number 3. Frying pan is being heated. Ayan. So, alam nyo, masarap talaga yung unli wings. Diba? In order for you to cook fried wings, you need to have frying pan, and then you need fire, which is the heat source, in order for you to cook that. So what kind or what type of heat transfer is frying pan is being heated? Ay, mali pala ako, Samantha. Sorry. Sorry, Samantha. Anong school ka nga? Oh my God. Sorry. Okay. For number 3, what's your answer? Xavier Makiling of F. Bangoy answered conduction. Richmond Magusib answered conduction. Sofia Cassandra Vincolado. Hello, Sofia. Memorize mo na ba ang opening prayer? Okay, of F. Bangoy. Answered is convection. Okay, Kerubin of Novaliches answered conduction. Kisha Ann of Pampanga National High School answered conduction. Kauri answered conduction of F. Bangoy. The correct answer is conduction. Ayan. So, let's check your answers. Yan. So, kindly count your correct answers. Sabi ni Samantha, sir, chicken with toyo. Tapos po, may sili. Wow! Ayan, parang nagugutom ako. Sorry. Okay. So, let's go to assessment. Ayan. So, ready na ba ang lahat for our assessment? Okay, this is just a multiple choice. Don't forget also to put, to comment your your answer and also your school para maano ka naman, ma-recognize ko yung mga schools natin na hindi ko pa na-recognize. Ayan. Hello to Kian from Ocampo National High School. Ayan. Hello, Kian. Hello, Teacher Jayan Pasilan Coronacion, the writer of this module. Hello, Teacher Jayan, who's watching right now. Okay, so number 1, what type of energy moves from a hotter to cooler object? A, heat. B, potential. C, wind. D, water. Ayan, so obviously the correct answer is heat. Very good. Thumbs up. Number 2, what condition best describes the heat flow from one object to another? Ayan. What condition best, okay, yung pinaka-best talaga that describes the heat flow from one object to another? A, heat flows between objects with different temperatures. B, heat flows between objects with different structures. C, heat flows between objects with different sizes. Or letter D, heat flows between objects with different textures. Ayan. So what's your answer for number 2? Okay, so hello sa inyong lahat. Very good. Okay, the correct answer for number 2 is letter A. Heat flows between objects with different temperatures. Always remember, ilagay sa isip that heat temperature is required. You could only say that the heat is transferred if the temperature is from hotter to cooler object. Okay? Heat transfer will not be cold if it has the same temperature. Okay? Isip. Lagay sa isip. Thank you. Okay, number 3. Wala na pala number 3. Yun lang. Okay, so let's proceed to quote of the day. Yan, nagustuhan ko tong quote of the day natin. And siya, oh my God, parang emotional. Okay, so our quote of the day, and I want you to remember this one, that a good teacher is like a candle. It consumes itself to light the way for others. Okay? So always remember that your teacher, okay, your teacher really, extend her help to you, ma-pandemic man o wala, because she wanted you to learn. Okay, he or she wanted you to learn. So just like a candle, I know that candle it has mainit siya, 'di ba? So the teacher, okay, the teacher transfer heat to the students in order for them to learn. Yan. So napakaganda ng ating quote. Again, a good teacher is like a candle. It consumes itself to light the way for others. So kami lahat ng mga teacher nyo, kaya malaki ang respeto ninyo sa mga teachers kasi ibibigay namin ang lahat in order for you to learn. So nagsasacrifice kami. So look at the picture, look at the diagram, di ba? Patuloy kaming nauubos para mabigyan kayo ng ng pagkatuto. Hindi naman naubos kasi naubos ng pasensya. Hindi naman sa ganun. Kumbaga, we give you heat. Yan, kumbaga. We share the heat, we transfer the heat of knowledge in order for you to understand the lesson. Kahit na nasa loob tayo ng pandemya. Even in a new normal. Kaya maraming salamat, and I would like to shout out our director. Our director today is Sir Jam. Hello, Sir Mark Hamisal. Sir Mark Anthony Hamisal. See you sa Davao City, Sir Jam. Maraming salamat sa sa pag-direct po ngayon. Maraming salamat, sir. Ayan. So congratulations, everyone. Kindly total all your scores and comment your name, your section, your school. Ipagmalaki nyo kung saang school kayo. Ipagsigawan niyo yan kasi you are very proud of your school, you are a student, and maraming salamat sa inyong lahat. Yan. And once again, to share your insights, you have to use your hashtags, hashtag Science ETUlay 7, hashtag Science Tutor Rogue Gen. Okay, in order for me to see your outputs, your insights regarding our lesson for today. And you will be part of the Mahusay Tuti of the Week. Yan. And for the week 8, we will going to have a grand recognition for all our tuties from from quarter 3, first week, up to the last week. Maraming salamat. In behalf of Tutor Jen, I am your tutor, Tutor Rogue, at your service. Maraming salamat. Yan, so don't forget, magkita-kita na naman po tayo next week. Every Monday po yan, walang sawa. Patuloy na lumalaban, patuloy na nagbibigay ng pagkatuto sa inyong lahat. Tutor Roger at your service, and Tutor Jen from Davao City. Mondays, 1 to 1:40. Dito lamang sa DepEd ETUlay, live in Facebook and in YouTube. Okay, thank you for comments, suggestions. Email us at edtech@deped.gov.ph, or you can scan the code in your screen. Up next is Tutor Z and Tutor Marky for Science 8. Tama ba? 8. Yes, 8. Thank you and God bless us always. Bye! Maraming salamat! Hanggang sa muli. See you soon. Till then, class.
Ang husay naman! Natapos mo ang iyong tutorial session kasama ang iyong mahusay na ETUlay tutor. May bago ka bang natutuhan? I-share na yan gamit ang hashtag ETUlay Level Up. Huwag aalis ha, dahil may susunod pang programa na pwede mo ring panoorin at salihan. Dahil naghihintay na ang iyong mga tutors. Happy learning dito sa ETUlay!